Hey anime fans, welcome to our channel Anime Rewind. In today's video, we are going to recap a 2008 anime series named Sekirei. So without wasting any more time, let's get to the video. The story starts with Sahashi Minato, a male nin who is 19 years old and fails the entrance exam yet again. He tells his mother about the results, and as he walks home, he hears that MBI has bought out 80% of the city stocks, which makes Minato wonder what's going on. On the way home, he thinks to himself that he has failed twice and that he cannot get a girlfriend this way. Musubi, a female sekirei, falls from the sky at the same time. Minato finds out that she is a sekirei and that he is her Ashikabi. When they get outside, she says that she's sorry for getting him into this mess. She passes out right away because she is so hungry, and Minato gives her a bunch of fast food burgers. She tells Minato that she has nowhere to go, and Minato says that's okay, but relationships are not allowed in the apartment complex. The scene changes to Musubi and Minato in his apartment, where Musubi is making dinner, and Minato is talking to his younger sister Yukari and asking her to bring some clothes for Musubi. Even though the TV was off, it turned on all of a sudden and for no reason. On TV, the sekirei professor, who is also the president of MBI, was talking to Minato about Musubi's sekirei partner. The professor talks about the sekirei plan, which is what they are starting to do. Basically, sekireis are aliens who are put into the city and fight each other. The people they come out with, or their Ashikabi, are their masters. As the sekirei plan is very secret, MBI will bully him with all their might if he says anything about it outside the company. When Musubi's landlord finds out, he kicks them out of the apartment complex. After visiting 30 apartment rental offices, each one turned them down because they didn't have enough money and because he had failed the test twice. Minato wonders why Musubi chose him to be an Ashikabi when he has no place to live and it's raining. After being told to leave his apartment by his landlord, Minato and Musubi are forced to look for a new location to call home. It was difficult for them to find a place to stay due to the fact that Minato was not a university student, which added to the difficulties that he was experiencing. They come into contact with Miya Asami, a young woman who manages a place known as the Izumo Inn due to a peculiar chain of events. After she has listened to what they have to say, she allows him to remain there. Minato finds employment at a nearby construction site, and it is there that he comes into contact with Keiyoro Seo, another Ashikabi. Minato, with Seo's assistance, infiltrates a nearby botanical garden without being seen. He has visions of a young sekirei girl whose name is Kusano, and they lead him there. This takes place after Seo and his sekireis have successfully removed the roadblock in front of the garden that had been placed there by the MBI. Soon, Musubi will arrive, and with her assistance, Minato will be able to save Kusano. Kusano then makes Minato her Ashikabi. Minato, Musubi, and Kusano are shaken to their cores every time something eerie takes place at the Izumo Inn. Minato is unaware of the fact, but an unidentified young woman is secretly following his every move. When Musubi goes to the store to get some groceries, she is ambushed by a satellite weapon who is controlled by the mysterious girl. After that, the mysterious girl ambushes Minato while she is in the restroom. Yukari finally gets to talk to Shina for the first time. It turns out that the unidentified girl is actually a sekirei named Matsu, who has been hiding out at the inn. Matsu is promoted to the role of Minato's third sekirei. Minato often sees visions of another sekirei in his dreams. Later on, it is discovered that his sekirei is actually Tsukiyomi, a sekirei who despises Ashikabi. As Minato and Kusano search for her, they end up meeting Seo along the way. Hikari and Hibiki soon arrive, chased by Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi launches an assault on Minato in an effort to demonstrate that she does not require an Ashikabi. However, she is unable to use all of her power. Minato successfully blocks the attack that was made by Hibiki and Hikari, using their Naruto to demonstrate to her the power of a fully winged sekirei. Tsukiyomi has gained an understanding of how Minato feels, and as a result, she has agreed to become his newest sekirei, which results in an amusing return home. Karasuba, a treacherous and lethal sekirei, travels to the Izumo Inn in order to meet with Musubi and remind her of a promise that the two of them had previously made to one another. The second part of the sekirei plan is now being implemented by MBI director Kuroto Minaka. Tokyo is surrounded by a security cordon manned by armed members of the MBI security services. Miya makes some adjustments to the way guests sleep at the inn. which causes Minato's sekirei to become frustrated. Yukari and Shina decide to go shopping, but while they are there, another Ashikabi approaches them and starts talking to them. In spite of the fact that Tokyo has been sealed off, Kuno and her Ashikabi Haruka Shigi make an attempt to flee the city, but they are pursued by members of the disciplinary squad and other MBI soldiers. While Yukari makes the decision to assist Shina in their search for Kusano, Musubi goes to check on their Ashikabi, Chiho, who is currently hospitalized. Matsu learns that Sekirei was assaulted by an individual whose identity has not been revealed. Tsukiyomi and Musubi approach the veiled Sekirei, who is holding Kuno and her Ashikabi captive in a corner, but they are unaware that the Sekirei in question is actually Uzume. Kazehana interferes with the fight that is taking place between Tsukiyomi and Uzume, the veiled Sekirei, and puts an immediate end to it. Musubi takes Minato to meet Kuno and her Ashikabi, Haruka Shigi. Shigi has made the decision to leave the city because Kuno is in such poor health, but there have been many obstacles in their path. After being asked by Musubi, Minato decides that he will assist them after all. At some point during the night, Kazehana and Uzume become intoxicated and find themselves in Minato's bedroom. They create a great deal of difficulty for Minato the following morning with his sekirei. Shigi explains to the others how he initially came into contact with Kuno. They are taken by Minato and Musubi to see Seo, who enlightens them on the disciplinary squad, as well as other potentially harmful Ashikabi that are located in the city. After receiving a nudge from Mia, Seo gives in and agrees to assist them in evacuating the city. At Izumo Inn, there is a party that takes place in the evening. She is aware that Shigi and Kuno's chances of escaping are significantly reduced due to Tsukiyomi's absence. However, she will not assist them in doing so because she believes that doing so would be a sign of weakness on their part. Karasuba and her Ashikabi, Natsuo Ichinomi, have a conversation about the similarities that can be found between Musubi and Sekirei Yuma. The contingency plan is put into action. Matsu rides her motorcycle to the location where Kusano is being held captive by members of the MBI security service. Once there, she is able to rescue Kusano. The group eventually makes it to the bridge, but beneath Tsubasa and Haihana, both of whom are members of the disciplinary squad, are waiting there to prevent Kugo and Shigi from leaving Tokyo under any circumstances. Minato is upset that Musubi is no longer in the game, but he refuses to give up, which enrages beneath Tsubasa, and as a result, beneath Tsubasa looks after Minato. There are battles going on in other parts of the world, and Kuno and Shina, along with their respective Ashikabi, are being attacked by a variety of different people. They came to the conclusion that getting wings would be the best way to defend themselves and put an end to the attacks. But in a twist that Karasuba was not expecting, someone from Karasuba's past comes to Minato's aid so that he can assist Kuno and Shigi. Musubi and Tsukiyomi have another race to the grocery store. The winner gets to sit next to Minato at dinner every night. Kusano decides to run in the race, but she doesn't do well because she often gets lost and it's easy to take her mind off of what she's doing. Musubi and Tsukiyomi like how hard Kusano tries in the race, even though she has no chance of winning. They feel sorry for her and decide to work together to help her win. That's all for this video. Hope you have enjoyed watching this video. So, who's your favorite character in the movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that you'll never miss any updates.